Well, hello. I'm trying to discover if I'm actually live. I think I am. Are you alive, Sylvia?
It's live.
Live. Okay, great. So I'm Angela, and it says my name underneath me now, so I might remember it. But I'm just talking tonight with Sylvia. It's today in Australia, and Sylvia's in New York, about the Loving Relationships program that I'm launching this month. And Sylvia's going to ask me some questions, so I just wanted to review what the Loving Relationships program is about. It's a monthly membership program where we actually practice true listening skills. And the 4 pillars of what you learn in the true listening skills are receptivity, feeling, understanding the feelings, and then the 4th pillar is building relationships based on respect from a mutual desire for everyone to benefit in the relationship. And the reason I'm doing the program is that I've found teaching other work that people really don't know how to listen with the whole body. We tend to go into our fear or our mind, our worries about how we look, how we might not be understood, and we cut off from our body, or the body has programs or habits of fear and defense. So receptivity, number 1 pillar, is really about learning how to undo that, or how to feel that it's safe. And the 2nd pillar of feeling is learning how to read the feelings in the body. And the 3rd one's understanding why you're feeling those feelings. And the 4th one is communicating that in your relationship. So often when we get upset in our relationships, we shut down our ability to communicate our feelings because we think the other person doesn't want to hear us. They might judge us. We might think that they're different to us. They won't understand. So the 4th pillar is really important, because you can't build respect unless you actually can communicate from an authentic place of what you're actually experiencing. So that's the 4 pillars that create true listening, and it comes a lot from the other work I've done around the body and listening to the body and understanding what the body's actually experiencing, because it's a lot of non-verbal stuff that when you grow up you don't learn what that means. And I can go over the details if people are interested. They can also private message me on Facebook if they want to learn more. The link for the program is going to be up on Monday, I think, at this stage. But Sylvia, at this stage, do you want to ask questions about what questions?
Well, first is the program. You were saying that it's ongoing, and
yeah, it's a monthly program.
Okay, and what we do? We go on Facebook Live, or
So the first meeting will be the Facebook Live, and it's a 2-hour live where we get to review the practice exercise for the month. So each month we have a practice to practice either feeling or understanding what we're feeling.
Right.
And in the later months, we're going to look at communicating that. We look at communicating right from the start, but you can't really communicate that well unless you understand what you're actually feeling. So we have that Facebook Live, and then the following week, after we've done the practice exercise at home with journaling, that's when we get back on Facebook, not with a video, but in the secret private Facebook group for members only. And we look at any questions and situations that have come up for people from doing the exercise.
You know, I was thinking about the last program I'd done with you, and continuing to this one, you taught me a lot about, you were mentioning the 4 pillars, receptivity in the body and head, feeling like what's mine and what's another, whatever. But one thing I want to go more into this time around is about understanding why the feeling and building respect and relationship. And one of it is, like, I'm an intuitive person. I like to be in that community. I'm sensitive. But I also have to be with average people who don't talk in that language. Those are my family, their coworkers, and things like that. And also, when I look at leaders, whether we like them or not, I'm not going to name them, they have so much hate thrown at them, or whatever, and they're able to go, I'm sure they get upset and all that, but they just let it fly. Or I don't know what skills they have, So I would like to be that highly sensitive person. You know, they have that expression, but also get to an understanding of something where, I don't know. So how would you work with that, with the program?
This is one thing I'm really passionate about, because highly sensitive people, empathic people, people who care, people who give a damn. I know a lot of people, they might be in the workplace and they get treated badly, or they're always doing things for their friends, but they feel like they're not getting that reciprocated. I know a ton of people like that. And especially with the environment globally at the moment, where there is more vitriolic things going out there, people are also crumbling or feeling more like not connecting or worried about what other people will think. And with the program, what we're looking at is how to be strong in your sensitivity, how to use your feelings to actually teach you, oh my God, I need to stand up for this, and how to express it, bring it to words. Because the problem with feelings is that they're so nonverbal and they get rammed down into the body, pretty much into the lower chakras actually. And we need to bring it to consciousness. So half of the trouble is with highly sensitives, they get overwhelmed by feelings and then they get scared and they run away. And the whole thing that we're seeing from the leaders of the world, who really, maybe they do feel, but they don't care because their agenda is stronger. We, with highly sensitives or nice people, we need to have an agenda too. We need to get out there and we need to start saying, well, this is important to me and to my community. Like we're seeing from the kids in Florida, they're sensitive at the moment. They're highly, highly sensitive, and they're still being vocal. And that's in the program. We're not looking at going out there and being active in the community in that manner, but we are looking at doing it in our personal relationships. And we're really focusing on the self and the body to see how we can not run away from stuff and just be really authentic and stop being in fear of what others think, but actually having the agenda of saying, well, I need this relationship to be more harmonious, or I need it to come to a place of love, and how can I direct it in that manner? So highly sensitive and emotional people are wonderful assets to our culture, but they're not moving forward because they're too scared or too sensitive and hiding, and we need to change that. The program looks at how to bring it, mainly, Sylvia, it's about verbalizing it in a way that you're not running away from the situations altogether. Does that help, Sylvia?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, actually, very interesting. How that work with, you know, the Facebook community you connect us with. You know, you're going to connect us in this group, and so then you're going to have the questions and answer and things like that. How you work with that?
So the members are going to be in a secret private Facebook group, and we'll be doing the Facebook Live within that group only. So it's only, nobody else is going to know your stuff, basically. And the practice exercise, we do it for 1 week, and then we touch base again without the video, just in a chat. And we start looking at what's come up from your exercises. And then we actually troubleshoot, like where have you not understood something, or where you're feeling whatever feeling that you're feeling. And I work live with you in the group to understand that. Now, between group members, you can also give support, but there are quite strict guidelines about telling people what to do. One of the reasons sensitive people shut down. Yeah, one of the reasons we shut down is somebody tells us what to do. I grew up like this, and people told me what to do, and inside of me, I'm thinking, F off. And I'm like, ah. But people telling me what to do, it made me come up with a belief they don't understand me. And that's not true at all. They were just busy doing on their agenda, and I'm thinking they're abusing me, and they're not. So it's in the group, we have to practice some pretty clear guidelines about don't tell people what to do, listen and ask open questions to discover more.
You know,
in the group,
one thing I learned talking about what you're saying, and also in context of, I remember like being with another in the previous program we had, and she was having all these challenges, and right away, automatically, I kept trying to give her a solution, and you were like, Sylvia, you know what? Oh, nah. She's like, Sylvia, you know what? Don't do that. Remember you saying that? So it's not just about telling people what to do, but it's like sometimes naturally we want to do that. But it's like a good skill for me to learn how to be with community and not always just be that person to have the solution, but just be present with what it is in front. But that's kind of important with the highly sensitive. Just not only be with the feeling, but also the idea that I have to do something about it. People kind of figure it out themselves, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
And things like that. So that's kind of, but also you were mentioning it's a really affordable program. It's $29 a month or something.
It's $29 a month, and it's an ongoing membership. So each month we'll have a different exercise, and we get to brainstorm in the chat the week after. Okay. And each month we're going to do a different skill. So if you join as a member, I also get I give a personalized reading of your family. So I get a sense of what relationships you're working with, whether it's aging parents, children, teenagers who are really good, and or if you've got a spouse or an ex. We have a special category for exes because we want to know what's the dynamics that you're working with in your relationship. So I give it an assessment, and then from there I build the membership topics for the upcoming months, because some people may need more work on their body. Other people may need more work on like communicating about raising kids, like some conflicts over specific topics. So we, depending on the members, I'll be building the focus for the exercise. It's still always going to be about the 4 pillars: receptivity, feeling, understanding, and building respect with mutual desire to support everybody in the relationship. But that's different when we're dealing in different dynamics. So the family dynamic assessment will start you, and then I'll build the topics from there.
You know what I like about it? That that pillar is going to go with every different theme in different areas. So like one time it's going to be family, and then maybe another time it's love, like whatever. It's like it's kind of a well-rounded kind of thing. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Sylvia, and thanks so much for making this happen today. We're going to end the podcast now, but also if we have anyone watching the video later, please put your comments or questions down, and you can also PM, private message me on Facebook, and on Monday, hopefully they've got the link up by Monday the 5th, and I'll let you know more about that then on Monday. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Sylvia.